There we go. I knew I was forgetting something, but I couldn't figure out what it was. I like could not figure out what it was. Let's go here. And my computer is struggling right now, so 1 second. There we go. Yo, Alex Lopez, what's going on, my friend? Welcome back. Yeah, thanks for staying. I knew I was forgetting something. I'm like, I got my phone plugged in. I got this. I got that. I'm like, what am I missing? No mic. Makes total sense. Makes total sense. All right, so we probably can trade for the next hour, maybe and a half. Maybe we'll see how it goes. And we'll play it by ear, but nice ranging movement. If we get just as like a rule of thumb slash, you can kind of see it. If we get multiple candles in a row with the same color, but like back to back, so red here, green here, red here, green here, red here, this could be green. Like that's how you know we're in a nice, smooth, moving market, and we have the ability to catch some predictable trades. When it's choppy back and forth like this, hard, right? But when we're outside the channel, we get this nice movement, easy to trade. All of that's really easy to see. Okay, so let's see what we can get here, and we'll keep it rolling. All right, Eric joined the group. Part 2. Okay, got the link sent out. Apparently it didn't go the first time I sent it, so we'll keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Okay. All right. Good. Um, okay. Kind of like price building up here. Now, I had aggressive green candles here. I had aggressive red candles here. Now I've got some sheepish candles here. Some candles that are moving, but not too much. I like 2 contracts right now. I think I like that spot a lot. So we'll keep an eye on this. I'm gonna go ahead and like my own live stream. We'll do that really fast. All right. I want to see price get outside this channel, and then I want to see price get up to here. So that would be my price target for a long trade. Let's see if we can get that fulfilled. Now, in all reality, I'm probably not gonna hold this trade all the way to here. That being 20 points away. So let's see if we can get a pullback here. Okay, there's pullback. I'll go long right there. Oh, holy cow, that's a really bad fill. Wow. Okay, we'll wait. We'll wait it out. I feel it should have been lower and we'd be not down 390, 410. But that's okay. We'd still be down either way. So we can't be mad at that. And again, my goal is to see if price can get up to this point here. So I'm not too concerned about this movement, but we'll see what we get. See how much retracement we have to take in. How much drawdown do we have to accept before we get price to go in our favor? Okay, I still like my spot here. Where is that thing? Highlighter. We have price doing like this. So we know that we need to get some we're gonna get some wicks here, not a big deal. We have to just accept that and let it go, right? All right, so new candle opens up and it immediately goes against me. So that's no fun. How do I hide this? Okay. Okay, -4. So basically down the same. Oof. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see if we can get price to hold at one of these levels. I'm thinking maybe like right here. If we can hold that, we'll be in okay shape. If we can't, then we'll obviously have to get out of this trade. But I think we're going to stutter inside of this a little bit. It's kind of ironic. My entry happens to be like the resistance level of this range. So let's see what we got here. All right, price getting closer to even. Again, I still like my spot. I just want to see price run here. All right, so we're up 30. There we go. Up 60, down 60, down 70. Wow, that happened fast. All right. Waiting around. I mean, it's our third candle here. Wow. Okay. Price pushes down, and now we're back profitable, which is great. Now we're even. Now we're down. Okay. Come on. Okay. If we get profitable again, we got to take that because this is not looking friendly for us. There we go. 110. We'll take 90 or 110, whatever that one was. I didn't like that trade a lot. We ended up making $81 on that. So we commissions, made 90 bucks, and we got $10 of commission we had to pay. Let's see if price can get to that level that I was thinking it was going to get to. Let's see if that happens here. Let's see if that happens here because it looked like it was going to. Then it like didn't. So we'll see. We'll see. Thank you guys for joining. Got 8 of you guys watching. Happy to have you. If you guys, oh, that was pretty close. That was pretty close. It got to my level pretty quick. If you guys wouldn't mind just chatting in the comments, how did you come across this live stream? Did you get it from the Instagram chat? Did you get it because you were just on YouTube and then you saw my stuff and you're new around here? Did you get a notification or email from like YouTube? Like, how did you come across? Nice, Alex. Great work. It ended up, it was okay. It was an okay trade, but it worked out for us. It really feels like volume just died off on us. I wanted to go live after the meetings got released, the minutes rather, and kind of felt like we just lost momentum. So we'll see. We'll wait for price to break and do something else. But interesting. Alex, nice. I think I saw on TikTok, could have been IG, SSJ. It could have been either or. What I mean is, how did you guys like? How do you guys know I go live? Is the question. How do you know that I'm live? Um, YouTube will saw your stuff. Like, how do you know? Because like I start these lives, nobody joins, then a big group of people join, and then it kind of stays. And when I mean big, I mean like plus 20. Like, I want to know how that works. Oh, IG notification. You post in the chat. Okay, got it, got it. Alex, you get a notification on YouTube. Yep, yep. Okay, SSJ, I got you. Makes sense. Okay, so I know I'm trying to figure out like where is the best place. I don't really want to spam the email. Like we're live, we're live. But if people click that, then great. The Instagram chat is kind of perfect for that. But we'll see. Excuse me. All right, so this is the move that I thought we would get on this candle right here. It just took 1, 2, 3, 4 candles for that to really happen. Even this candle didn't get all the way there. Now this up here is like this wick does need to get filled, so that's a target for us. Now let's see if we can get price to pull back for us maybe a little bit and run. If that's all we get, then that's all we get, which is no problem. I'm not mad about that. Let's see if we can get price to continue to run. I think the markets are barely up. We are barely green, which kind of has me curious as to where price wants to go. Roku's up 8%. What in the world happened to Roku? All right. Excuse me. MSTR is down 2%. Of course it is. Triple Q's up 0.5%. All right. All right. YouTube, yes. Okay, cool. Thanks for that, Alex. Thanks for that. All right. Let's see what we got here. Excuse me. Gosh. I have like my mouth is dry, so I'd take a couple sips of water, but we'll see how that works out. Look at our chart here, our average rejection streak. We're averaging about 3 green candles every time we get a green rejection, and about 1 candle every time we get a red rejection. So, like, let's keep this in mind that we are definitely on an uptrend. This kind of ate a huge bite into what we were doing. So, if you were to draw a trend line, you would have to draw it like this, which is pretty good movement. That's a pretty good. We just extended so far from price that it had to try it again, and it did. Now we're going up. So we'll see. We'll see. Hope everyone is doing well. Is doing well today. We had a choppy morning. It was not great, but we're doing better now. Up $300 in one of our Express accounts, which is good. I took a couple trades during this over here. So that was nice. And a couple over here as well. So that was nice. And then that's been about it. And we're up 81 bucks right now. So let's see. Now ATR has fallen down about 16. If we continue this downtrend of ATR, then I'll probably go to 3 contracts. Probably go to 3. All right. Okay, cool. We are here and ready to rock. Whoops. All right. Okay. Now I thought price might get up to our level right here, and we got pretty close. But we did the same action before, right? We had price push up to here, then we peeped, right? Then we popped up. Then we had price push up again here, getting closer to this level. Let's see if these next couple candles can give us that same action. Okay. Okay. Green rejection label. Okay. A little bit of a pullback. Let's see what we get here. I wouldn't mind going long off this label, right? But I need to see a pullback of some sort. Like, I don't know. I don't want to get in at the top of the candle, then it pulls back big, then it goes up. Like that helps, but that doesn't keep me safe in my trading. And so I really like to see it just a little bit of a pullback there. But that was perfect. What's good, Mel? What's going on? What's going on? Happy to have you back in, my friend. If you guys are new around here, you're just checking out the channel and you don't want to comment, no problem. Make sure you subscribe though, right? It's free for you. This doesn't cost anything, and we get to continue building this bad boy. Hopefully you get some value and you come back. All right, so there goes price touching our level again that we thought we would get to. Good. Now what is the question? Whoa. Okay. All right. All right. Waiting for price. I want to see a pullback here. We could go long. I'm not taking that. I'm not saying this isn't a good move. This could work out very well. I just would like to see a pullback on that first before I take that trade. I'm okay sitting that candle out. This candle here was 41 points. I'm going to need to see this candle open up right here. That was 2 points of pullback. So if I have a 40-point candle, I'm going to need to see like 10 or 12 points of pullback first before I jump into that trade, because the variance of what that candle could present to us is so large that it's a blown account, and it gets ugly quick. So I would like to see a pullback first. Now, because price popped up and went down a little bit, I don't know. Let's just wait and see. But I kind of like price still going up. I think there are some sellers in here that are really trying to push price back down, but I think I like price still going up here. So let's see if we can get a decent pullback and see what we got. Okay, here's price pulling back. I think I like a little bit more than that. Let's see. There we go. Keep going. I think we have more room to run down first. Okay, I'll take that short right there. I'll go long right there. Excuse me. Go long right there. Now, again, I think there's room for this thing to run down a little bit more. I am keeping that on the table. But I do think price has extended itself pretty good down. And if we go a little bit further, that'd be okay. But I'm thinking price wants to jump back up here. So we're up 80, there's 120, there's 90, 110. I need to be in like 3 contracts here, I think. Okay, even, up, down. We got a really good spot. We got a fantastic spot for this trade. It doesn't happen like this all the time, but we got a really good spot. And this candle opens up red. So let's see if we can hold on to this one a little bit without getting blown out first. Ooh, okay. Huge loss there. Fudge. All right, so we had a really good trade. We had a chance to get profitable. Didn't work out for us. And now price is splitting down. So this was not this candle per se or this type of pullback, but when we get a 40-point candle like this one right here, okay, right there, we also have to expect that at some point we're going to get, the downside to happen that as well. Now this one was only 30 points as it stands the first 30 seconds, so not the same. But damn, we had a really good spot there, and I probably should have just taken that 150 or whatever it was, because that would have been really nice. All right, so we're down 7, so we got some makeup room to attack here. Let's see what price wants to do here. Okay. I'm not sure what that truck is outside, but it's kind of loud. Let's see what we got. Okay, so price pushing down. So we erased this entire move, no problem, not a big deal. But now we've got this right here. It'll probably break before I draw it. We got this right here, this little bottom right here. Let's see what that's all about. Let's see if that's gonna hold, um, or if price is gonna split down here and then we can take short. That was a tough one, wasn't it? Because that new candle opened up and gave us no chance, which doesn't have to, right? Like so, doesn't have to do that. But that was a tough one. That was really tough. That was really tough. All right, let's see what we got here. There goes price, pushing, pushing, pushing. Good. Let's see now. If we got outside the channel, we got a chance to go short, and we're still in this uptrend now, kind of, but it's looking ugly. So let's see. Okay, new candle. Okay. If we had to draw a trend line, it would look something like this. Here to, it'd be like right, it'd be like that. So we've clearly broken our trend of up. Okay, now let's see what this wants to give us. So we're kind of just holding, right? Back up to 20. So 2 contracts is still appropriate, but still a lot. All right. Let's see. All right. VWAP, by the way, is down here. Okay. Keeping that in mind. Maybe we could trade down the VWAP. We'll see. You're going to hold? You're going to stay? What are you going to do? Nice. This VWAP is going to be in question here. Man, I can't believe how flat VWAP is. Look at how just like sustained flat it is. That is nuts. Let me take this off the chart for just a second. Like this is crazy. Just being flat like this, it does dip down, of course, and price really dipped and then it pulled back up, and so it's just even. Like it's just flat. That's wild. For how much movement this is, that is obnoxious. All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it rolling. Okay, so price gets outside of our channel a little bit, and we're making these lower wicks. So that means price does like we're starting to explore price moving down here. We're starting to see that. We're seeing a little bit more price discovery. So let's see if price can push down for us, and then we can take one of those trades right in there. All right. Rejection label, good. I'm not going to be too quick to take this trade here. Our table does say 2 candles we're averaging, but I'm not going to be too quick to take this one and try to catch a falling knife, right? That's what we have here. We have basically just a nice, huge drawdown, nice big pullback. I'm not going to be the first one to catch that. So going long right there was fine if you caught a couple points, but this candle would not be the one to do that on. So let's see. I kind of have a feeling that this candle could extend down and get to VWAP. I don't know how many points that would be. It would be 40 points, which is not, we just saw that right here and right here. So it's doable. We might not get it right now, but I think we've got a chance. All right, and let's go horizontal line right there. Okay, so we got price sitting, and we'll see what we have next. Extend down, good. We should get a signal now, good. Okay, wait for price to pull back a bit. I'm gonna go sell right there. Very aggressive on this one. But let's see if we can get price to just fall back down to its open price, and that would give us a nice little trade. There's 120 or 30. Now we're probably even. Plus 60, plus 50. Okay, minus 50, even. It's really fighting. Price will explode a certain direction. I'm not sure which way though. Okay, going away from us really quick. Let's see if we can get price to hold. I think we have a really good entry here, like a really good spot. I don't think we could have predicted price to jump up a little bit higher than it did. Now let's see. There we go. 150, 60. Wow, I can't believe that it moved that fast. Wow. Okay, 190. We're down. We were just up 150 a second ago. 300 points, our $300 swing really fast. Okay. Let's see if we can get this thing to hold. Yeah, I'm stopped out of this account. Shit. All right, well, that's day one on that account. Let's flip it over. Let's get another one going here. Whoopsie. Oh, well. Ooh, okay, so next candle flipped over for us. Okay, solid. Solid. Let's see. Nope. Looks like buyers stepped in and basically are like, we're not going lower than this for right now. Okay. Tricky. So good trade on that one. We just didn't have enough room. We just didn't give ourselves enough room for what we needed. So we're at ATO's at 19. I can still get to 20. Ooh, if that's the candle that gets there, that would be nuts. We were just, again, another candle or two too soon. Okay. Let's see. I don't know what Price wants to do at VWAP here, so we're going to wait, but tough. Tough, tough, tough. Okay. There goes Price. No problem there. Okay. Price is really chopping here for us. So no, I don't have a problem with that per se. I really don't. It doesn't bother me that Price is chopping. But what we don't want to do is get ourselves into a position where we were in a trade, just like we were, where we're trading blows back and forth, right? Red, green, red, green. Like that's hard to predict, obviously, as you guys can tell. So you got to be patient here and wait it out. We should get ourselves like a decent, like, little move. But if we don't, we don't. And that's okay. That is totally okay. All right. Got 17 of you guys watching. Happy to have all you guys. Hopefully we can catch some better trades here. Good grief. Hmm. Waiting. Man, this is tough. This is really tough price action right here. When you get like candle by candle by candle by candle by like this is hard to trade, right? This is really difficult to try and trade. It's really hard to figure out which way price wants to go. Let's get this out of the way. When you have these big candles that just continuously erase themselves. So one of the disciplines that we'll have to flex here is letting price go up or down and then letting the next candle also go. We'll have to basically let that candle run as well. That third candle, then we can maybe take a trade. But if we try to go short right here, it could work. Don't get me wrong, it could work. But what we've seen in the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes is price just retrace itself on both sides. And so we don't want to be a part of that. Like we're looking for 5 or 6 points profit versus giving up 15 to 20. Like that wouldn't be responsible. So we just gotta wait. Happy to have everyone in here. How's your guys' day going, trading wise and otherwise? Hopefully your day is going well. If trading's been choppy, mine has been too. But if it's been good, let us know. I want to hear good news. All right. Okay. Okay. There's our basically our touch at VWAP. Are we going to get through VWAP? Is the question. Okay. So we have one of two things happening. We either have a ton of buyers right here, or we have a bunch of people taking profit really fast, right? We have one of the two things, and both of them are buys. If you're in a sell, you have to buy to get out. If you're in a, if you're going to go long, you have to buy as well. And so we're either seeing take profits or we're seeing buyers really step in here, and that's interesting. So let's see what we get. Excuse me. All right. I'm still waiting here. VWAP is fine. Like, I don't know what we're gonna do at this level just yet. But I want to see price extend a little bit from it, and I need to see a pullback too. Now, I'm probably not going to take a pullback at VWAP like that. Like that would it would look like one of these candles, and I just don't want to do that again, right? Story of today, but I do want to be involved in this move down if it's real. So we'll wait and see if we can get that. Decent day in two accounts. Yeah, good work, Mel. Good work. I actually ended up trading one of my other evals in between, and we made about 350, I think, or something like that. So that account's up. The other one's down. So overall, it's been decent. It's been decent. Got smoked on a couple of trades, but that happens. So it is what it is. Can't take it personally. EBB inflow. All right. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Not sure what to do here. Let's see. There's price. It's really tough price action. That is really tough price action to deal with. All right, let's wait for a pullback here. Okay. I know price wants to get to VWAP and go through it. I'm seeing if we have enough buying volume to push price back down. Let's see. There's 100, 130, 80. Okay. Let's see if there's enough sellers willing to push price back down. Let's see what we got. Okay, new candle incoming in about 5 seconds. Let's see if it's going to continue this upward movement or, man, same thing as before. Now let's see if price can hold and get us, there we go. Let's get out of that one. I don't know what our P&L was on that. We lost 30 bucks, 20 bucks. I'll be okay with that. I'll settle with that. I thought we would get price to move further from this level. I really did. I thought we would get price to extend, like push up and extend down. We didn't get it. We were up 100 bucks, I think. So we had a chance to make some money, but 5 points just doesn't really do it for me when the ATR is sitting at 19. Like, I don't know. It just wasn't really I wasn't really the trade I was looking for. That's okay. Like there's more for us to make and trade, but that wasn't the move I was wanting. Now, the reason that this trade worked out for us pretty well is because our entry was so good. I know we were down two and change, but it could have been like so much worse. And so for this specific setup, we just have to wait. But when we enter on a pullback the way we did, um, that's always going to lend itself to like us having that safety. That's why I say wait for the pullback, because had we gone short down here, obviously we'd be blown out. But had we not waited a little bit longer, we could have been entered down here, and then we definitely would have had no chance to ever even be profitable. So we have to wait for the pullback because that's going to give us our best chance at having success and being profitable. Which does mean we'll have to sit out a few candles from time to time if that opportunity doesn't present itself. Let's see, we got price flying up now. Okay. Now we're dancing at VWAP. Dancing at VWAP. VWAP probably dancing on graves right now, just the way it's acting. Got 18 of you guys watching. Really happy to have all you here. If you haven't already, make sure you like the live stream and subscribe if you are new around here. Okay, so VWAP act as a really strong magnet. We had price push through it, we had price reverse from it. Now it's acting as support. That's good. Now I'm gonna need to see price basically get above this level up here, which is basically the channel, in order for me to feel confident that longs make sense. We're back negative on the day. Never underestimate the market's will power to be green on the day and like be up. If the Qs and SPY are like close to even, never underestimate the market's will to be green. Okay, the markets are not rigged to go up, but they do certainly want to go up. Okay, so we just have to wait and be patient. I'm not calling for longs, but when you have a day where the market's like even, you might get a miraculous close, but don't underestimate the market's ability to finish high. To finish higher rather than low, rather, I should say. All right, all right, all right. We're growing. Okay, price shrinking and pulling down. We're gonna need, at this point, we're gonna need to see price basically break these levels in order for us to have a trade. I'm tired. I'm tired. Okay. We got what, 38 points. Okay. Yeah. We sit and we wait. Now, when price is at VWAP like this, you have to really let it extend. Like you just have to let it figure out what it wants to do. It's going to be very hard to time this. A lot of the actions around VWAP have been exhausted at these couple of candles right here. So we had price extend through, like that was a big push by sellers. We had price pull back up, extend through, that's a big push by sellers. And then we had buyers step in and push price. Now we have sellers rejecting. And so a lot of this is like exhausted, just buyers and sellers trading blows back and forth. Right? Buyers want to be above VWAP, that's typically bullish. Sellers want to be below VWAP, that's typically bearish. So we got to wait and just see who's going to win out. Again, we don't actually care. We just want to be correct on the next candle that we trade. All right. ATR is at 18. So that's plenty of space for us to make some money. So far, basically what's happening what has been happening is we've been up about 150 bucks and then the market snatches it and then gives us L. So we got to be pretty aggressive on these trades and then pretty quick to take some profit because I don't want to see a green trade like that go red again. Even though it wasn't that much profit, like sometimes we have to take what we can get, even if it's less than what we expect or want. Let's find out. Okay, so I'm waiting for price to break up here. If we get that, we could really see price fly. If we get that. All right. We tried it. We failed. Okay, price made this high, but it couldn't hold it. We sit and we wait, unfortunately. This is so boring. I hate when we have to sit here and just like wait for price to break and do something. It inevitably will. Like we'll have price at some point. Like we will break out of this zone here. Right, we'll either go up, obviously we'll come down, or we'll go sideways for a while, and then one of the two things will happen. Um, but until that point, like there just isn't anything that we can really do with this. It's very difficult to try and trade this zone right here. Yes, we're threatening both sides. Um, I'll split the difference here. But if you really look at it, like we're one candle away from this thing ripping high or low because of how close we are to VWAP and just the recent price action. And so, it not that I want to trade support and or don't want to trade support and resistance. It's just going to be very difficult to do so while we've had this recent price action, if that makes sense. So we'll just have to keep an eye on how price wants to move. What are the characteristics that we're seeing? And then use that to make a good decision. Because like we could put a buy limit down here and a sell limit up here and just sell when prices up there and buy when price gets down here. We could do that. Um, to me, the risk is that we could extend pretty far. Like if this thing breaks here, like I could see us getting down to 21,289. Not that we would get there quickly, but like I could see that. If we break up, obviously price is probably going to go to 21,375, but it could go to 21,394. Like that could happen too. So I'm not really into the guessing game of like trying to figure out which way it's going to go. I'd rather just sit here and wait for a trade to come to me. And when it does, we'll trade it. Also, remember no, the markets will be closed tomorrow. So keep that in mind. Markets will not be open tomorrow. President Carter passed, and so the market will. I don't know what the word is. Is it like in remembrance or in honor of or in respect? It will be closed. So I mean, we couldn't be more at VWAP if we tried. This is this ugly. Come on, give me something. We talked about this before in the morning live, but when price is doing like it is right now, we just chopping back and forth. Like eventually we'll break out, yes. But when price uncorks, like we're gonna get two movements. Okay, so we'll get let's remove all of this. We're gonna get two movements. There'll be like the move down potentially that we'll get, like we could get this, and then we'll get price to maybe reverse back up, and then we could go back down. We might get price to reverse down, go straight back up, or price to go down flat and then come down some more. Like we could see all of those things happen. But when price uncorks and unwraps and starts to really make some moves, um, like there's going to be a rebound somewhere, and we have to be careful for that one too. I obviously want to trade this breakout when this happens. Like boom, we wait for pullback, go. Um, but price is just it's looking very attractive, and then it doesn't at the same time. So we will see. We will see. Happy to have everyone in here. If you haven't already, make sure you like the live stream and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Trying to really grow this thing, and we're moving at a pretty good pace, I'll say. Um, it's been pretty good. So let's see if how much more we can grow this bad boy. So price touches our level naturally, and then races and goes away. So our level is basically perfect there. It's pretty good. These two held pretty nicely. Price rejects. But we are not going to range forever. I can guarantee that. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Man, man. If you guys have questions, let me know. You can chat about something. But right now, we're just kind of sitting here like, meh, waiting around for price. This would be a lot more entertaining if price was moving, but it's just not. So, but we are looking like we're trending down a little bit. So we had price hold above VWAP. Now we're trying to hold below. I'll take that. Yeah, nothing. Do something. Okay. So buyers are stepping in down here below VWAP, but they're not ultra aggressive. We're getting up here, but we're getting rejected pretty quick. Let's find out. I have a feeling we're not going to have to wait too much longer for this thing to open up and move. We're just going to have to watch it candle by candle and see what happens. It won't happen. It won't happen at once. Now, when you have a range like this, you typically get a candle to break out. Bad draw. That was really bad. I'm drawing a chrome. Oh, I'm drawing a cactus. That's actually a fire cactus, by the way. I didn't mean to do that. That's fire. You might just get like one candle to run. So this one right here, it might just like run straight up. Now you have to be careful of that because price will try to basically build a new candle and then it'll come straight down. And so when you have this consolidation like this, here and then here, like you're gonna get a break and then a retest. And a lot of times when it's really consolidation, you get a break and then like a retest. It's not even a retest, it's just back into the channel and it holds in here for a while. Okay. So this next candle that we get, wherever it is, when it extends above or below our lines, wherever that might be, um, we can't chase that first trade. We can't chase it. We have to wait for that next candle because if it's a move, then it will be more than two candles. If it's not a move, then it won't be. And so we can be safe on both sides if we just wait and be patient. Okay. Look at some of the other time frames really fast and just see kind of what's going on. Can we get a bias built here? 5 minute. Looks okay, same thing. I mean, everything's at VWAP, so it's going to be choppy, but 10 minute, I don't even know how to read that. I got no clue how to read that. 15 minute, well, the 15 minute is, I mean, for this one candle to not move anywhere in the 15 minute is crazy. Like, look how small this candle is in comparison. So the ATR on the 15 minute chart is at 77, but this candle hasn't moved anywhere. Past 15 minutes, moved 36 points, right? As opposed to, whoops, as opposed to the 80 points that we're used to seeing, or that we've seen. So wow. So a ton of movement in here, nothing in here. My assumption would be that we're probably going to continue our movement, but I don't know. So we had price, here's our history. We had price break out, okay, pull back, break out again. Okay, then we had price break down, we pulled back, and rather, we didn't even pull back that far. We pulled back here, and then we settled. Then we ran down. Now we're settling. We could potentially go down again. Or I would like to see price go up like that and then we run. But I don't know. I just don't know. And so it's kind of like nobody's willing to take a huge risk right now with where price is because it just seems like you try something, you get punched back down, back into your spot. And so basically buyers like, you know what? The NASDAQ futures contracts right now, 21,330, 21,000, 350, 21,320. That's a good range. Like that's a good price. Everybody's basically saying, you know what? We all agree that this house is worth about 213,000. And then if you want to split nickels, you can. But this house is probably worth about 210 grand or give or take. So we're not gonna try and sell it for more. We're not gonna try to sell it for less. We're just gonna try and sell it exactly what the price is. And that's what we're seeing right now. Just a settlement of price. An agreement, if you would, of price. This over here is an agreement of price too. It just looked really violent. Okay. So buyers and sellers like, you know what? It's not worth more than 21,374, but it's definitely worth more than 21,344. So 30 points, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then eventually somebody got their way, sellers got their way, price comes down. Right now we're back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But basically, if we really look at it, price is basically agreed that like this is the fair value of price. Like this is the fair value of this asset. We tried to go above it here, and we got punched back down. We tried to get above it here, we got obliterated back down into here. So prices tried to extend from VWAP, and before it really did, like it really did, which is this was nuts, right? Price extends outside of our zone, gets back into our zone, outside, back in, and so on and so forth. So you have to just give it a little bit of time, but I do think that we're going to get a move here. It just is not going to be fun until then. It just won't be. It just won't be. All right. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. All right. We're sitting and we're waiting. Mm. Mm. It is boring. It is boring. Now we're coming up on power hour. Well, this is the last hour of the day. Typically, the last half hour of the day is a little more entertaining, so we'll see. I don't necessarily want to play with the volatility that much. Now we're at 13 on the ATR. Now that will certainly change as we get into a trade here, but I'll go through contracts for now. So, kind of my thought process when it comes to using contracts and risk is the lower the ATR, the more contracts you can use. Now you need to be accurate the more contracts you use because any sort of drawdown is going to be magnified, double, triple. So I'm going to allow a little bit more risk on these trades. But essentially, by the time price gets anywhere, we're going to break out our channel at the same time as we break out of this. So, oh wow, we had an inside candle. Wow, we don't. That doesn't typically happen very often. A candle opens up lower, but still like it opens up green. Like that doesn't typically happen. Wow. Okay. All right. We're trying. We're trying. What's your strat, Bollinger Bands? Nerd, Tendo. No, not Bollinger Bands. No. Let's see what we got here. See what we got. We should start getting some signals here, but we got to get pricing outside the channel first. Okay. Got 24 of you guys just tuning in. That's awesome. Happy to have all you guys here. If you haven't already, make sure you guys like the live stream and subscribe. Happy to have all the folks here. Hopefully we can catch a trade. And where to go long or short, how do you determine? Well, Nintendo, what I want to see these white lines right here. There are 4 of them technically, but to make it easier, these white lines up here and the white lines down here. When price breaks out of these, then I want to take a trade. Now we are kind of range bound, but because price is so choppy, we're not going to trade it this way. But when price is moving a decent amount, we can use these rejection labels to try and figure out where to go. So here's our chart, our dashboard to the right. It says average rejection streak, red and green. Okay, we got low action here. For every time there's a red rejection label, we get 2 candles in a row. Every time there's a green rejection label, we get about 1.8, which is basically 2. And so we could trade it this way as well. Ideally, you want to line up these rejection labels with the trend. And so you would go like short over here, short, short, short. Now none of this would work because it's so freaking choppy. But when price gets outside of kind of VWAP's grips, then those trades are going to make a ton of sense. Here's one as well. Now remember with these trades, because we've been flat for so long, right? We've just had VWAP just sit at this level here. If we see price fall out, okay, we need to see it retest, okay? And then if it's really a move, it'll come back down. If we see something like this, where it's just like straight down, like this, you should be very wary of that. It could continue to just keep going down, which is fine, and then there'll be the next candle. But what we probably end up seeing is something like price going down and then like reversing back up. And that would not be fun. And it would probably hang out in the channel somewhere. So let's see. Okay, okay, and okay. Based on the indie. I don't know what that means. On the indie. Not sure what that means. All right. We are absolutely waiting. I mean, this is so boring. All right, so the markets are red and barely, but they're red. So one candle could turn the markets green. We'll see. But we're looking like we're red right now. Okay, a little bit of trend action here. Does a long make sense right there? Long. Let's see. Not yet. Boring. Yes. Yes. Nintendo, yes. Just based off the indicator. Yeah. The indicator has the price action that I want to see built into it. Unfortunately, you haven't been able to see it. But when price gets outside the channel, let's do a little replay action here. When price ends up outside the channel, like then we'll get some signals that we can actually use to take really good trades. Hence this candle right here. So we don't want to wait for a signal. We want to wait for price to pull back, buy inside this zone, hold to take profit or beyond. Like that would be what we're looking for. But right now, our price is inside the channel. No signals occur, so we just have to wait. We can trade price action if we want to, but I'd rather not. Yep, Nintendo, it is. Markets are closed tomorrow. Now, typically, when you get a market closure for a day, um, you do get a lot of action the day before. And let's see, we have 50 more minutes before the market closes. We will definitely break out of this range. Like I can basically guarantee that we will break outside of these 30 points that we're waiting on for price, these 36 points. Like we will see something happen. It just might not happen in the next 5 minutes, but we'll see it. Okay. Our trend meter loves a short right now. It just does. It keeps flashing blue. It wants a short. based on the math, but I don't know if we're going to get it. So let's see. Will we break out? Personally, I like a short more than a long, um, but I don't know if I have enough like data to support my feelings here. All right, so price pushes back inside of our sell zone, runs away. Now, do we end up getting price? Yep. Okay. There we go. So perfect trade right there. In any other circumstance, that's probably the trade we want to take. But because we've had price so flat, like the risk would just be not great. So perfect setup there. Price pulls back into our channel, or I'm sorry, into our sell here, our sell zone. Boom, hits our take profit. Perfect. That's money. So we like that. But the question just becomes, like, can this pattern hold? Okay. Hmm. Let's see. All right. Okay. Talked about this before, but we had price breakout, and I said this would happen, is we would get price to break out, okay, and then we get price to extend lower, which we did on this candle, and then we get price to pull back up. Now, whether or not these next moves here, we want to whether or not we get price to like continue to move down, or whether we go up and then go back down some more, like however that works out, we'll see. But we do know one thing, that price is trying to go lower. We just have this area right here that's holding strong as hell. And let's see if we now have enough room and freedom to go lower and catch a couple shorts here. So now we got some action. Let's see what we get in this next candle here. Pull back. Let's see. Is that it? Is that all I was going to get? mm, okay, so there we go. There's a little pullback. Ah, I missed it. Sorry, folks. I missed that one. Ah, it barely got into our zone. Ah, really good trade there. I didn't take it. I hope some of you guys did, though. Some of you with the actual model have hope took that trade. I was thinking price would, and I don't know why I did this, but I basically forfeited 2 points for this entire move. That was so stupid. I missed out on 10 points because I wanted to capture 2 more points. My bad. Silly on my end. I knew price was wanting to fall. I just didn't want to take this one and let it run up here, but I probably could have I probably could have held and been okay. Let's see. There's price pulling back again. I'll go sell right there. Still wasn't great, but I'll take it, all things considering. And that was, bro, that was exactly what I assumed would happen on my candle. Close that out minus 675. I'm still going short though. I still like a short. Um, I got stomped out again. Damn. Wow, that was fast. I called the market's bluff, and yeah, they weren't bullshitting at all. They weren't bullshitting. All right, let's see here. Whoops. Okay, a couple express accounts. Let me 1 second. Let's log out, log back in. Okay, you should have not that one, but this one. It's been a really choppy day for us. One express account's up, one express account's down. Couple, damn. All right, so oof, that level's still fine. All right, so I anticipated. It's been that kind of day today, honestly. So I anticipated this candle to happen on this candle right here. Okay, that's what I thought would happen. I thought we would get this candle to absolutely explode, right? Whichever one it was, this one or this one, I can't remember which one it was. It would have been this one. I thought we would get this movement on this candle. And that's what I was afraid of. That's why I waited. So then we had this trade right here. Okay, I don't remember exactly what happened here. But then we had price explode, the trade I got into. So we've just been like a candle or two late pretty much all day today. And it's been pretty annoying, honestly. That doesn't typically happen, but today is that day. Today's a day where you know what? You get smoked sometimes. You get smoked. One thing, Nerd Trader or Nerd Tendo, sorry. What I was in too many contracts on that one. I was in three contracts. Should have been in two. Not that that would have stopped me from doing anything, but I would have definitely lost less. How much are you risking per trade? So typically, like if in the morning, the way I like to do it is I want to risk about enough to have enough risk so that I can trade three losses in a row and still have room to trade. That's how much risk I am comfortable with. Today has been no exception to that. So we've been really good this year so far, and going into the end of the year. But I think it's weird. Every time I've decided to trade, it's flat today. We had range when I got done live in the morning. We got range right now, or we got choppiness right now. So annoying. All right, so it didn't happen the way I said it would, but it did happen, which is I knew we would get price to push out and roll back. What I thought would happen is we would get price to push out and roll back like right away. And instead, it took us 3 minutes before price decided we're going to go up. And then it went up. So I knew what I was looking for, but I didn't actually care. Honestly, I probably could have taken this trade and been just fine. And like that would have been the one. And then this one too would have been pretty solid as well. And then had I taken this one, it'd have been a loss regardless. But these two trades right here, these two trades right here were the ones that I should have caught and captured and just didn't. We just didn't. And that's what it happens. It's okay. But those are the ones I was searching for. The question becomes, do I want to play with VWAP here? Like, do I want to see how strong VWAP is? I'm not sure that I do. I'm not sure that I do. Yeah, today has been just a total ass whipping, and that's okay. Not even mad about it. I'm just like, damn. Little pullback action. We go long. We'll wait. Okay. So we had price dip outside of our level here, and then we ran back in. Tough. We ran down. How many points was that? Total from line 19 down to 01. Almost. Okay. So 18 points. Roll back in. Yeah. So the thing I thought we might see is if we had this strong of a pull to VWAP, I thought we would also see a down, a push up, and then a retracement back down. We could still see that. It just would look ridiculous. Down, up, and then back down. Like that would just be an exaggerated move. And that wouldn't be anything I'd want anybody to trade. Like that would just be hard, right? Um, but let's see what we got. And that's not the level I want to use, but I'll use it anyway. Excuse me. All right. These two here. These two here. Man, it has been treacherous. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean that. I don't know how to do that. Okay. I can tell I'm getting sleepy. All right. Keep it going here. I want to see price break above here first. And I don't want to be too careful, but I do want to make sure price is going to actually hold my spot. So let's see. Let us find out. Man, that was a tough move. It was a perfect setup, and I just didn't take that. I should have taken that one that I didn't take. That would have been really nice for me to do. Take the one that I wanted to take, and I would have taken it. It'd have been good. But no, we missed it. How silly is that? Okay. All right. I don't think we're going to move in the next 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Let me run to the restroom really quick, and then I will be back to trade this slow. A moment. All right. So movement, we'll take that. Let's get settled in here. All right. We are back. Let's see what we got here. Now, how dangerous does price feel like it wants to be today? The line should be right there. And really the line could be up here, but I'll split the difference. Okay. Now, a theory that I have and continue to work on is that these upper wicks get filled. Okay. Upper and lower wicks. And so when you have a bottom wick, a big one at least, there you tend to get price filling it. Okay. So this up here, price will certainly fill this. All right. So we'll see at some point. It might not be this candle. It might not be. It might not even be today. But at some point, price is going to fill this wick right here with an upward move. So we will see that. I don't know when though, but we'll see it. Why that's important is it creates a new price target for price. It creates a new target for traders. Somebody bought up here. Somebody thought it was a good idea to buy up here. Right or wrong, we'll see. But that does show that there's a willingness for buyers at that level. And if there's a willingness for buyers to be up there, then price will run. And there you go. There's your wick fill. So it filled, and then we'll wait to see what this one does. We'll figure it out. Yeah, we might. We might. We might. I don't know. I would just be shocked if we had price settle inside of this range right here. But undoubtedly, now that we're 35 minutes from close, I don't think there's a chance that we're going to stay in this zone. We might, but it could be like crazy battle back and forth kind of thing, you know? Let's see. Some more spam. All right. Let us find out what is going on. Tomorrow might close. Yes. Yes. We know that. Haseen? Haseen? Is that how I say that? Haseen? Yep. A little market closure tomorrow. So we'll see what we get. Now it's weird. The market doesn't act like the futures market stays open from now to close for its little hour. It'll be back open tonight all the way to market open. Then it will stay. Then it will close for that day. then it will be reopened again at 5 o'clock. It's like the weirdest schedule ever, but it will be open tonight if you want to trade it, and tomorrow morning up until 8 o'clock. I think, or 8:10 or 8:30, whatever it is, 8:15, something like that. Central. Eastern time would be 9. Mountain time would be 7. Okay. Hmm. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, yep, yep. All right. Let's see what we got here. I do want to trade until the end of the day, at least here today, because I like, I just think that there is like a real chance that we get, a nice push. Like we get ourselves a nice movement out of this range. Now, trading the last half hour can be some of the most reckless things you could do. So, like, we'll see. But hmm. This is really interesting. So I think we kind of have a lag here. Let me see if I can update this really fast. Make it like 10. Let's see what the data says. Okay, that's better. So I changed our look back period for our dashboard to just 10 instead of 20. That looks about even. It was showing that my sells were way more than my buys, but that was just tracking this. So let's see what we have here. I think I like the previous 10 better than 20, but every once in a while, I want to save that, but I don't want to save with the drawings. Let's do this. Okay, now we can go back and add those here and then down there. Okay, price is threatening. It's threatening, just like it was over here as well. It was threatening. We'll see. Ladies and gents, we will see. If you guys are new around here, make sure you guys like the live stream and you subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything, doesn't sign you up for anything. It just lets you know when I'm live so we can catch some trades. Maybe we'll be live this evening. I'm not 100% sure. We got up at like 4 today and I'm really tired. I don't know if we'll do an evening one. We probably will, just because why not? We'll do that at like 6 Central, maybe. We'll see what the wife wants to do for dinner. That will tell you everything we need to know. If wife wants to go out to dinner, well, then we're going out for dinner. So it won't be any live coaching. If she's okay staying in, then we'll have live coaching. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so we threatened a new high, didn't get it. Fair. Now, how do we want to close out today? What's the last half hour going to give me? This is the real power hour. At the end of this candle, it's 2:30 Central Time. This is the last half hour of the day that the stock market's open. This is the big one. All right, so the S&P is up, the Nasdaq is down, the Qs are down rather. Okay, so let's see if we can get a big push. Bitcoin's down 3%, Ethereum down, MicroStrategy is getting its ass whipped, of course. AMD's getting smoked. It just hasn't recovered. Roku doing good. DocuSign doing decent. If MSTR, by the way, gets down to if MSTR gets down to about 300 again, I'm going to be a buyer of that. I'm just going to buy the stock and buy probably a ton of it. And I'm just a buyer at that price. It's probably not worth 400 right now, but if it gets down to about 3, I'm taking that all day. Just FYI. 1 minute chart. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Just as a heads up there. Okay. We've got a grand total of nothing going on right now. So let's just see if we can get some more. Appreciate you guys liking the live stream. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing that. Okay, new price movement, a little excitement there. When I tell you sellers are just absolutely certain that we are not going to get price above this, man, I'll tell you what. Okay, now you guys can see the trend, right? You can see this with me. Like we're just making this, we're doing this right now. I don't know how long this will last. I don't know if it's sustainable, but we're seeing price kind of crawl. All right. Now, all that means for us is that, well, it means nothing actually. It doesn't mean anything. Because we could see price crash back down. But what it does mean for me just a little bit is I'm trying to figure out if having a floor down here and a floor down here makes sense, or can I go floor right here? Can I basically say, you know what? If price breaks down here, then I'm going to go short into this. Okay, if you're a fair value trader, then you've got like this area down here that needs to get filled. We'll see fair value gap. We'll see if that happens. I don't know. That'd be really aggressive from 343 down to 300. Like that'd be 40 points. It's a lot. But I think this is my floor. I think I want to see price essentially get below here. That would allow me to go short, right? Wait for a pullback, go short. But if we don't get that, then we don't get that. That makes sense. Like if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm not going to force it. Excuse me. But if it does, then um, we'll see what happens. We'll take that. We'll take that all day. Okay. How does that work? That's so full of shit. All right. Okay. Here we go. We have a chance. We got a chance. I want to see price do something fun first. Okay. Nice. Good extension. Okay. All right. So price rejected this level here, that 21,330. Rejected that. I'm not mad at you for it. My target is 318, and I'd like to see price get outside of my channel. Okay, this white line right here. I want to see price get outside of that. If I get that, got a shot. If we don't get that, no shot. Okay, I called this level like kind of the one that I wanted to use, and it turns out that it's a pretty attractive level for price. Let's see. Can price extend and keep going lower? Trend meter says yeah. Okay. So as long as this candle doesn't reverse up and go green, we probably have a chance to go short. All right. Okay. That was not the trade I was looking for. Here's VWAP. All right. Okay. The reason I didn't get in on this trade is the fill would have been really hard. It would have been very difficult for me to get the proper fill on this one. I probably would have gapped in here and I would have had a chance to make like I don't know, 80 bucks, and then I would have been in a loss. And so I want to wait for that pullback. I want to see price like really pull back first, then we can go short. But it just didn't give me that. And so now all of a sudden, this level right here becomes the new like we go lower than that, we go lower than that. So man, price just has no idea where it wants to be right now, but it's very confident it doesn't want to leave this channel. So anywhere in this channel is fine, but it doesn't want to leave this spot. So we got a lot of lines on our chart. Let's get rid of some. Okay, so we know where price is. We know where price wants to go. Now we got to wait for price to do something. Do you have a certain number of rejections you'd like to see in your best setup? JPC, not necessarily. Good question. Very good question. Not necessarily. Um, what I'm looking for is right now VWAP is flat and we're at VWAP. And so a lot of the trades that like we could take, there's just an added element of risk because VWAP could we could have traders, want to push from VWAP, push towards VWAP at any given time, and that could be a really dangerous proposition for our accounts. So right now is going to be a little bit different because we're sitting at VWAP and the shit is flat. It is straight. Like it's rarely like this, but it is straight. And so we have to be patient. But no, ideally, yes, I want to see price reject off some of these highs up here and then come lower and then reject off some of these lows and go higher. I do want to see that. But a lot of times, what you're seeing, you can see this a lot here, is by the time these rejections are finished, like there isn't a whole lot of movement. There's one. This is one, but that's hard. Here's another one, decent. So it's just tough. So right now specifically isn't a great example of that. Ideally, again, we really want to be trading price outside of these zones, outside of here. Here's how this thing looks when we're actually trading it, and we have a real like signal. Is we have price, and we want to wait for a pullback, which it gets into our zone here, our sell zone right there. Then we go short to our take profit or to whatever take profit you have. Like that's what we're waiting on. Um, we just don't have anything right now. Take profit hit, great. Like we just don't have this movement right now. When we do, then we'll trade it, but we don't. And so we got to wait. I'm going to call this level right here kind of the one that I'm keeping my eye on. This one's pretty strong too, right there. Now my ATR is still sloping down. We're moving up. We're at 11. Okay, there goes price. Good. When price makes a big early move like that, when the candle opens and then runs, like you're either going to get one of these or you're going to get like just a nice wick, something like this. So keep that in mind. This candle opened up and it ran. We're either going to get this or we're going to get something like that. And either one isn't a fun trade because there isn't really a great entry price for you, right? Okay, so price is neglected my other line here, but it's respecting this one. Weird. Now, if we chew this line up, then this is our bottom that we're after. And if that's the case, I'm on that trade. But if it's not, then it's not. Good. What do you mean, Nintendo? Good. What do you mean? Explain. Help me understand. Pull back. I'll go sell right here. This is very aggressive again. Let's see. We're up 10 bucks. 20, 90. Okay. 160, 200. We'll take 180 on that one. I know that there's probably more juice on this one. I know that. If you're like, you got out too soon, I know. I know. We're up 180 in this account now. Solid. I know. But it doesn't always happen the way you want it to. And to be honest with you, I've gotten smoked out of a couple of trades where I've been up about 150 bucks, and I didn't want to let this one do the same thing to me. But you guys got to see the model in real time, like in a perfect trade setup. So price gets us out of our channel, it pulls back into our sell zone, we go sell, hits our take profit finally, and then we have a nice profitable trade. Really, really nice. So that's like textbook. That's my favorite setup. I will always trade that setup. That pullback happened really fast, really fast. But when we get price outside of the channel, that's going to be our accelerator. Like price gets outside of here, it's going to run. And now it might not always go down, but price might also curl back into the channel, and that is a great setup as well. And so let's just see. Price didn't give me enough of a pullback here to be eager to take this trade. Price hit our take profit before it hit our sell zone. So it's an invalid trade. We don't want to trade that. Don't want to trade that. And so we could now, this will be a really aggressive trade. I'll go one contract on this trade. This candle closes green. I'm going to take a long back to VWAP if this candle stays and closes green. This rejection, it is, yeah. Yeah, it is. Let's see what we got. All right. If this candle closes green, it does, okay. I want to see a pullback really quick, and then I want to see price, okay. All right, no, it's fine. It's fine. Don't wait for me at all, just go. Just run. Don't wait for me now, don't come back. So I'm not taking that trade. If the candle opens the direction that I want price to go, so If the candle opens like after a green rejection, the next candle opens and runs green, then it comes red, not good. Not good. We want to see trades where the candle opens, it goes the opposite direction first, then it rolls. Kind of a slingshot effect, right? Like this candle that we just took a trade on. Price opened up, it went green, like, oh, we're gonna go up. No, we're not. Sell, price drops down. When you have price rolled up here, the next candle goes up. Okay, well, it's kind of like a psychological slash. Let's see if we can get somebody some idiots to jump in really fast, and then boom, we punch down. So kind of the way I see price, the way that I built the system, and a lot of traders have a lot of success with it. Ideally, is on the entry, which is I want to enter when price is the opposite color that I want it to be. So on a short trade, I want to enter on a green candle. On a long trade, I want to enter on a red candle. That's exactly what I want. And that trade was a perfect embodiment of that. It was just quick and it wasn't too big, but we've hit $1,000 trades doing that exact method. And by the way, upper wick happens all the time on a sell candle, and the upper wick happens. Like here's a perfect example of that. Right here is a good one. That'd be hard, but it's a good one. Good one. Good one. Decent one right there. A couple of decent ones in there. And this downtrend was filled with them. Good, 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 great, good, decent, good, good, good. So we had just a ton. There's been a ton of these opportunities. So they will come. We just have to be patient and wait for them. And it's hard when price is inside the channel like this because it doesn't do a whole lot. But these white lines is just a no trade zone, or trade these rejection labels, which you possibly can. So let's wait and see what happens. Glad I was able to get a decent one there for you guys, because we've had nothing this whole live stream. So we appreciate anybody who just subscribed. Really appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We're growing. We're trying to, at least. And we're going to continue to grow. And on and on and on and on. And we're going to have crazy live streams. But until we get there, really appreciate you guys. Really started going hard on this channel in November, so we made some decent headway. Let's see if we can keep that momentum going. All right, we're 15 minutes out from close, essentially. From stock market close, which is what I'm not trading past that. Let's see. Price rolls up here, past VWAP, just no regard for VWAP or anybody sitting around it. Okay. I know there are some sellers sitting in here waiting. I don't know where, but I know they're like waiting for the perfect opportunity to just send price back down. So I'm gonna be patient and wait. That's probably too high, but let's see what this candle gives us first, and let's see if we can get something. All right, so the Qs are barely down. S&P is green. Never underestimate the market's want or need to be green on the day. Never underestimate that. Okay. All right. Kind 'Kind of want a long trade right here. I just don't. Okay, price pulled back. Okay, we're ready to go up a little bit, it seems. A little bit. If we get price to break this, that'd be like hallelujah, you know? But I don't know if we're going to get there. 12 points away. ATR is sitting at 12. Could feasibly happen. Could feasibly happen. All right. We are trading into the close here. It's kind of a newer thing that we're doing around here. I really don't like to do multiple lives in a day where we're trading, but this morning we traded when the market was least attractive, the least attractive it ever was for the day. And so I wanted to get a second set in, but turns out that when I started trading again, it was no fun. All right. Okay, we are 14 minutes. 13 minutes to change the close. I'm gonna wait patiently. Hmm. All right. So VWeb has a chokehold on price. So this is my top right here at 348 level. If price wants to extend past that, I'd be willing to take a trade into our top up here, 359. Like taking a trade up to that level. Now I'm gonna need price to extend and get away from VWAP, and I just don't know if it has enough strength to do that today. I don't know. Okay, Qs are still down. Qs are still down. Okay. Market close in 13 minutes. We're probably going to get to a point where we get really close to the end and then price is just going to start flinging back and forth. And that would not be a good time to be trading. Hmm. Has some symmetry here. A couple greens in a row, a couple reds in a row. All right. Basically, price is starting to figure out like, okay, do I want to be below VWAP? If we can, then we can get ourselves into this area down here, kind of that 320 level. If we want to be above it, I think I could see price getting to 358 or so. Like that'd be cool. Okay. Talk about boring. Man, we got nothing. Like this is just some of the worst possible price action you could ask for. And not typically is the market boring like this going into a holiday where we're closed. But today, this might be just turning a leaf, New Year's resolution. Boring before a holiday. No problem. Maybe you're short coming. Maybe. Okay, we're 10 minutes from close now. Whoa. This is why we don't play with VWAP because it will do things like that. Okay, I'm not into the guessing game. I'm not into I think Bryce is going to do this. I want to take real trades and we want to make real money. But you have to build a little bit of bias. And so we're seeing like, okay, price is sloping down a little bit. And then wham, out of nowhere, we get this new candle to pop up, which is about 15 points or so. That thing comes through and just destroys any sort of movement that we just saw. Now, the way I see price is like this. We have a bunch of like little red candles erased by a big green. That lets me know that we're probably looking at an uptrend or at least an upward move. That's kind of how I see it. Anytime you get one big candle to erase what takes 3 or 4 or 5 minutes to build, this is another example, we're going to start to head up. Okay, up or down. It works the same. All right. Works the exact same. We had this kind of right here, price works down. All right. We had this candle right here, price works down, um, and so on and so forth. So let's see what we have on this next candle here. Whole lot of nothing still. Okay, now let's see if price can hold. Like, let's see if buyers can step in and push price away from VWAP. If we can't, then we obviously don't have an upward move. If we can hold a little bit and this thing can trickle back up, maybe we have a chance to get above this 350, this 359 level and go on. We'll see. Yeah, Nintendo, you are correct. It is decision time. It is deal or no deal. Okay. Happy to have everybody watching here. If you haven't already, make sure you guys like the live stream and subscribe if you haven't. Okay. All right. 8 minutes of incoming of left of market action. Yeah. Alan, good little shout out there. Yeah, it could. It certainly might. I don't want to be a part of that. If I'm going to try and trade that, I would do it in like a paper account. I don't necessarily want to try that in an eval. Definitely wouldn't do that in one of my Express accounts. We now have three. We now have three Express accounts, so we're building up to five, and then we're gonna probably copy trade a few of those, and then we'll add another five evals after that. And then what that will do is give us a chance to have five live and then five ready to go in case we blow all five of them or any number of them. So we're working our way there. Okay. Here goes price. Touch that VWAP. I can't. I just again. I just cannot believe how flat VWAP is. Look at that. You could tell me that that is a horizontal line that we drew, and I believe you. Look at that. Okay, we need to see price get above here. This is our little zone. About 20 points up and down is where we could see price and let it just do whatever. But above that or below that, we want to take a trade. Okay. So let's see. Now because we're at the point now where it's gonna get a little bit choppy, gotta be patient. Okay. All right. See what we have here. Now, a lot of price action logic can go out of the window when you're looking at trading these candles here. So let's see. Okay. We didn't even get a chance for that. Okay, but price did hit our entry zone or close to it and took off. That's good. But we never had a chance for that one. Let me go and get inside of my paper account. We're not going to risk blowing up that eval for whatever this is going to end up being. The time to make money in a real account has passed, and now it is pure nonsense. It is pure just whatever goes goes. So let's tune this up to like 3 contracts. ATR is sitting at 15, 16, so not bad, but this candle itself is pretty big. Here to here is 25 points right now as it stands, so that's a lot of movement. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Sorry, I wish we could trade more inside the eval, but there just isn't enough space for us to do that. 4 minutes off from close. Hmm. I think I want to see price pull back here. I'll go long right there. I think I'm probably early on this, but let's just see what happens. So there's 30. minus 165, 255. Okay, I still think I'm correct, but price will certainly let me know. It has no feelings and doesn't care about you. All right. So going back to VWAP seems very reasonable to me. Like this could easily be this candle just whoom, takes in and just runs down. Um, now let's see if we can get some buyers to pop this thing open and get to maybe 378. That'd be sick. Nope. Patiently waiting. I'll hold on to this trade as long as I need to. Still not convinced. Down 13. 345. New candle. Okay, we opened up green, so that's not great for me because now it means price is going to come down a little bit. Minus 420. Minus 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're really rolling now. Okay, so that was the trade. So price rolled up here, and then we basically decided, nah, we're not going up anymore. And then boom, we came crashing down. Now let's see. Does this thing get all the way to VWAP or no? Paper account. So again, like who gives a shit about our P&L? But let's see if I hold on to this trade, how like what happened here. Let's see. Am I completely wrong, or is this just enough? Is it trying to flush me out? This is the question of the century. Question of the year, new year. Let's see. Okay. That whiff looks very promising for me. Looks really nice for me. Okay. Are we ready to do something productive with our lives in Q or no? Do you want to help me out or no? What do you want to do? Okay, basically, we were basically even. Okay, I'll live with this. Like this little whatever this is, I know before the close something stupid is going to happen, and we're all going to laugh at it. Let's just hope that it goes up versus down. Let's see. Okay, not the way I want it to go. We got a minute and 30 seconds left with the market, so we'll definitely get some clownery. We were already down 1,000, so I'm not worried about this. I probably should be though, huh? Let's go, bro. Get green. Like, what are we doing? Get green. Beat it. Go away. Go up. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. All right, Alan. Last 30 seconds are coming. Okay, I like the little push down here. Let's see if price wants to continue to go up. All right, so here's that level right there. I'm holding on to my long with the zero evidence that it's gonna go higher than this. I'm just holding on to it. Let's see. Okay. Am I gonna get an explosive move up here or down? Go, 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 go. Bro, go. Like go up to 377. Why don't you do that? Make yourself useful and go up. Come on. 255. Negative. Okay, that was our chance. Oh, it was. Market close come in 3, 2, 1. I will take that. All right, there we go. Well, there we go. That was it. There's 1,100 bucks. There we go. My final wish came true. Isn't that hilarious? Nice, Jay Stores. Hey, great move, dude. Great catch. Great move. Great move. Alan, how do you mean? Oh, you mean rise then fall? Alan, I didn't take your words as a promise. I kind of thought that you meant either side could happen. So, which I certainly understand that. Um, I get it. But buddy, no need to apologize to your boy. You ain't hurting my feelings. All right. Well, guys, that was it. Wasn't a whole lot of a whole lot for us to really do. After hours, now the model's starting to show off a little bit. Ideally, with this trade, if we cut, excuse me, if we cut that trade in a third, we would have been down about $300, and then we would have been up about 400 bucks. So pretty solid there. Like if we had one contract on, we probably could have dealt with that pretty well, honestly. It just would have been really tough, and there wouldn't have been any basis for me to hold my trades right here. But it worked out for us. So super solid there. So my long bias was correct. I told you guys wicks get filled. It definitely got filled. And this wick got filled too. So this wick got filled and this one got filled. Filled and filled. Or well, filled and filled by these candles. So really interesting there. Really nice little end of the day move. So super solid. But we'll see what tomorrow brings us. I'm sorry. See what Friday brings us because today is not over. And we will go from there. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm thinking we might go live this evening. We might not. I'm gonna see how I'm feeling about it. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, all right. So you guys have a good rest of your day. Thanks for tapping in and joining in. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. We'll be back on Friday morning to catch some more trades and do more damage to the markets. All right. I will see y'all later. Have a great one. Peace.